Hi, hey Russ here. Welcome back to my shop. Today I want to talk about something else I've done that I've been thinking about for a short time, and it's about having a good floor sweep. Now that I have the shop vac working the way it is as a cart, and it multitasks, you've seen some of the things it does. You gotta go back and watch some of the other videos to see what all this thing can do. But one of the things I wanted it to be able to do is kind of use it as a floor sweep too, so if I have a quick mess to clean up, I can just clean it up off the floor without grabbing the dustpan. So let me show you how it works, then I'll show you how I made it, and then you can leave comments if you think whatever you think about this, about making it even better. So basically, what we've got here is, this is my front of my shop vac. This is the manifold, vacuum manifold. The vacuum hose is hooked here, and these two are cut off. And so now we're going to create a mess right here to clean up. So I take my easy emptying bucket out of the theme baffle. This thing works really great. And I've already been using it, so I'm just going to dump that all out right there. And let's put this back. So, anyway, so now let's hook up our vacuum hose directly to our floor sweep. Like so. And now I turn it on. And I should be able to just take this dirt and it just cleans everything up real easy. I can just sweep it right to it. But the other thing that's great about this is if I want to, I can actually take this off and use it on my shop vac hose like a wand. And now, because of this contour, I can actually set it down and very easy go across my floor and clean everything up that way. And that's how it works. Pretty easy. Seems to work pretty well. Really, the only thing I've noticed is it doesn't pick up little screws, it doesn't pick up sheetrock screws and things like that, so I suspect that's actually a blessing in disguise. But this is really a great little design, as it turns out. And what it is, basically, is this is just a piece of shop vac hose. That way I can attach my hose to it easily. I could easily have made it out of a 2-inch PVC pipe if it wanted to. But it just fits up in there. And I like this better because it does actually stick down into the vortex area here for the suction. It does better. If you use regular PVC pipe, it would stop back there somewhere, and your suction isn't quite as good in here as if this extends in. So this is part of what I think makes this thing work so well, is this sticks down into this area pretty well. And yet you still got enough room for items to go in there. And with this being curved, that has some advantages too. So basically, it's just a connector for 3 pieces on a 2-inch PVC pipe. And I took and I cut it off at an angle this way on my bandsaw to give me an opening here. And then I put pieces of round plywood in and hot glued it in to put caps on the ends so that this area here can be a real good suction vortex for anything that gets near it, and it does very effectively suck up just about everything. The other thing is that by leaving this round, and when you're using this on a flat surface, when it's straight up and down, you can see the bottom of the connector is actually sitting flat on the floor, and that's part of it. So when you sweep to it, it gives you a backboard for everything to bounce off of and go up the vacuum tube. And yet with the round plugs on the ends, they act like a pivot point for this thing to pivot, so that then you use it this way and you have it open on both the front and the back, and it holds it off just enough. And if it's a big piece it's pushing it, all you got to do is lean it a little more and it makes that opening even bigger. So by being on this round surfaces like that, you can adjust your opening whether you're going forward or backwards, and to be able to pick up bigger pieces. So this thing really works so well. And with the round wheeled on it, the round contour, it really makes this thing pretty flexible for what angle you use it at to get it to actually suck things when you use it freehand. So it's really great. Use it freehand or use it, most of the time it'll just reside right here so that if I need to sweep something up, I just throw the vacuum on it and I'm good to go for sweeping things to it and sweeping up off the floor. So that's my newest addition. Again, thinking outside the box, and I'm glad I came up with this. It took me about 3 or 4 different tries of different things, and I'm not even going to show those to you, but I was surprised how well this is actually working this morning when I finally finished putting this together and tried it out. So you might want to give this a try. Pretty cheap. Piece of pipe and 1 3-way connector is all you really need, and a couple pieces of plywood. So anyway, if you like this video, please say so. I am glad you stopped by. Thank you for that. Most importantly though, come back again because there's still lots of stuff in there that I'm trying to get out. So there's a lot more to come. Thanks, and hopefully we'll see you again very soon.